that run any better.
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play.
Lisa 24. Turn, it's hot. Sink right. Here we go.
They go right back to ETN. Good running here on first down as he works his way forward for about 8.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Rip, 23. Hey, Soko, hot. Big 13 heavy. I'm not flying.
Lawrence now off the play action. That is caught by Brian Thomas Jr. Across the line, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars finish off their opening drive. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. Cam Little to try the extra points. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jaguars respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Needed a little more to reach the landing zone, so give them the ball at the 40-yard line. And they'll have great field position, Brock, after the unforced error on the kickoff. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. McCaffrey running between the tackles. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Purdy setting up that play action. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. First time this game they've looked to him. So that brings them to 3rd down.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
On 3rd down, Purdy. And drop this down to McCaffrey underneath. And this one doesn't go far.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
He only move this offense is making us toward the line, Brock. They're going for it, 4th and 3. Pass brought in by Jennings. He pushes this down to the 42 before going down. So an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble to go for it there on 4th down, Brock. They're moving the chains. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
It really is pretty simple. If you want to run against a 3-4 group right up the gut, number one, got to control that nose tackle. Number two, you got to get people to the second level. That was teaching tape.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line. The defense all over this one. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. From the gun is Purdy. Has him on a quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
It's his running back. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. They gain 11 on that play. And that gives the 49ers the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From the red zone on 1st. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. There he goes on the right side. 40. At the 20. And this is going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Jacksonville. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah.
And he misses the point after, so this stays a 6-point game. So following that missed point after, he's going to stay out there and send it away. This one doesn't make the landing zone, so this drive's going to start at the 40. And this drive is going to have some great starting field position as a result of that short kick. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
Get set, get set. 18, watch out.
On the counter, McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
I know we all love the big home run plays, the highlight reel plays, but as an offense, these are just the stay-on-schedule kind of plays. I love the commitment to this run game. Keep working that body, keep working that body, keep working that body, and eventually you could take the will away from your opponent.
Back to throw. Here's Purdy. Completed left side there to Jennings. He takes it down to the 33. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
And the 49er 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They won't snap it in time. That is going to be the end of the 1st quarter. 13-7 is our score. Back to Levi's Stadium right after this. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They're looking at 1st down here. Now again, McCaffrey. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
18, watch out.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Short pass brought in. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest and gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
Purdy on the play action. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Jaguars get the football just short of their 20. That's the interception and return.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes first and 10. Motioning Myers right. First down throw, Lawrence. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Trying to find his tight end. So that brings up second down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
On second down, it's Etienne. And he gets it forward, and still got a yard out of that. Bernardo Green with that tackle.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Nickel set from the Niners on third down.
We're at 23.
Third and long for him here. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on third down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. Fourth down coming up.
Kate, I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up, but that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that third down stop.
Fourth down and 9, and look at this. The offense is still out there.
These are 24.
They're going for this. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the 49ers will get the football right at that 25-yard line following the interception.
Their first pick of the game comes at an awfully big moment. Really just cancels out all the great work your defense did to give you that ball.
Purdy on first down. And it is knocked away. A shot to the end zone. Answered there by a strong defensive effort. Second down. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. They get an even 10 on that play. And that means it'll be first down San Francisco.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
From the red zone now. Oh, they get him yet again. And the Jaguars get it back after making their third first-half interception. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's first and 10.
Hey, easy. Route.
Here's Etienne to begin the drive. And this won't get him any extra breathing room. He's brought down back at his own 7-yard line.
Kate, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So they're left facing third and long.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Red on red.
Throwing is Lawrence on third down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the 49ers have the football a little shy of a 10, but well into the red zone.
You know what? With yet another interception, you know what it might be time to do, Kate? Just run the run it.
Get set, get set. 18, what's up?
They'll try it right with McCaffrey. Dropped for the first down. He met no gain on that first down run.
Simply nowhere to go on that counter play, Kate. Backside defenders took away one side, and they overwhelmed the blocking right in the middle.
Throwing from the gun. Will get it complete to Brian Robinson Jr. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Fourth down's going to bring out Eddie Pinheiro and the 49ers field goal unit for the first time. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going. So now, following the penalty, it's first and goal.
Outside. Up.
And the defender comes away with it. And the Jaguars have it after forcing his fourth INT of the day.
They'll take over first down 10.
Well, Kate, that's far from the first time we've seen him throw into the wrong team, but this one was probably the most costly.
Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes first and 10.
Hey, let's go. Hey, so, here we go.
Now Lawrence on the play fake. He's throwing deep to the left side. Big gain downfield. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. They get 40 on the big hitter. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
Hey, easy, route. So,
Here's ETN on first down. And he's sent out of bounds after an 8-yard pickup, so they've got second and 2.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
After that little 8-yard scooch, here comes second and 2.
hey, go.
ETN again. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Okay,
Third and just 2 to go.
On red.
Here he is on third and short. Got his man. Thomas has it. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And the Jaguars have a first down.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Lisa 24. Silver.
They'll toss it to ETN. And they make the stop after giving up 6 yards. Good run on first. It's second down.
Humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain. Not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front seven.
First down run gets him 6. So now it is second and 4.
Red on red. Darn, this is hot. Hot.
Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. Hits him on the out route. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Offense is set. First and 10.
Hey, Lion!
They go play action. Lawrence. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got second down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there can be more interceptions.
Now we give to ETN running right. Touchdown, Jacksonville! The Jaguars pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Travis Etienne, the touchdown.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
This one is up and good. And the Jaguars bump the lead up to 13 points. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Needed a lot more to reach the landing zone, so the drive going to start at their own 40-yard line. Excellent field position for him here after the kickoff lands short. From the 40-yard line now, this is first and 10.
What's up? Watch out!
Shotgun snap for Purdy. To the left side and reeled in by Kittle. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. That one goes for 31 yards. And that gives the 49ers the first.
First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Get set! Watch out!
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. That's going to be caught by his back. McCaffrey. Home to the right. And he's going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers make it a one-score game before halftime. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. So the back does the work that time, Brock, taking it in for the touchdown.
Yeah, a running back in space can be an awfully dangerous weapon on a football field. Whether that's a designed route to him, a check down, you see what can happen, what kind of damage the elite running backs in this league can do.
They give it to the back of his own lead. And they keep him out of the end zone. Can't even get beyond the line. Touchdown denied.
Jaguars 20, 49ers 13. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Bayshul Tootin now on the return. We dodge the tackle. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Rip, 20, alert! Hey, sit, drop, swing.
On the ground to begin this drive with ETN. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be second and 5.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away, and that's going to bring up third down.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this third down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Lawrence working from the gun. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. Purdy to throw it. Completed to his running back. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. And they make the tackle at the 38. 49ers moving quickly, trying to get their offense to the line.
That's another 49er first down.
Here's McCaffrey. Great work there to evade the tackle, but the rest of the run, pretty forgettable. No gain there. Moving quickly, trying to get set. Purdy throwing here. Right side, secured by Kittle. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
3rd and short, here's Purdy. Complete beyond the marker. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. That's a pickup of 9. And that means it'll be 1st down, San Francisco.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Get set, get set. Up.
From the red zone on 1st. He's got it to him yet again. That is cut. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try to field goal right now. Pinheiro's kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Okay, I don't think there's any question. This is going to be a close game when it's all said and done because it's awfully tight here at the half. And that field goal, that gives them a little more confidence running into the locker room.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. Tootin now on the return. And that is a crunching hit that ends our opening half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Tootin now on the return. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
Now start the second half with ETN. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked up by Upton Stout. And the 49ers will be down inside the opposing 35 as they take over after that interception.
Intercepted. The Niners take over first and 10 at the 33.
First down now, ball at the 33. Now it's McCaffrey. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
And the 49er first down.
It's set.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
From the gun is Purdy. The Jaguars are there. He's hauled down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
It's a 10-yard loss. Brings up second and 20 at the 31-yard line.
Watch out.
Now Purdy. Into the hands of Kittle. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
18. Watch out. Stop.
Working inside the red zone. Ball is caught. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get...
And he'll get this across. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers grab the lead on their first series of the half. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. Pinheiro good on the extra point. And the 49ers push their lead to 3.
Jaguars 20.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Tootin now on the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's first and 10.
Hey, run.
They'll give this up the middle to ETN. No questioning on that exchange, Brock. He hits for 8 on first down.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Nice run last play. Sets up second and 2.
On the red.
Inside handoff goes to ETN. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Pickup of 2 here. And the Jaguars have a first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
We've set it downs from 37.
All right, let's go.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ryan Thomas Jr., his intended target. And it's going to be second down.
Hey, Lion, Silver.
Trying it right side with ETN. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
Now now might be a good spot to remind everybody, not for the thousandth time, how much better athletes these D tackles are today, Kate. A decade or two ago, they just ate up space. Now, they eat up running backs.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it.
Hey, go!
He'll throw it. Way downfield, and Myers has it. He makes it in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars take a 3rd quarter lead.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got single eye or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
Little able to connect on the point after. And the Jaguars take a 4-point lead. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Moore with a return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. 49ers to the line. 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Caught at the 20-yard line. And he will get it down to the 16-yard line.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece. He was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I'll do it for you.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden, we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone.
Get set! Honey T! Watch out! Up!
McCaffrey running between the tackles. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Honey T! Watch out! Up!
Back to throw. Here's Purdy. Brought in. And he's going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers take a 3rd quarter lead. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you can throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
No dice the first time they tried it, but this time, Brock, the 2-point conversion is successful.
Just felt like they were waiting for the right opportunity to try it once again. Not only to make up for the first attempt, but establish a little confidence from this spot. And who knows, maybe we'll have a 2-pointer that plays a bigger role when this thing's all said and done.
Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35.
At their own 34-yard line.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's ETN on the give. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, feel, and instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
Hey, kill.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And he has him right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-some years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
And he goes down a little short of the 40. Call it 9 yards. Looks like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. They go right back to ETN. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Hey, easy. Ralph. Hey, Soko. Silver.
First carry now. This is Bashal Tootin. He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Jaguars have a first down.
I think we've all become very accustomed, and I'll raise my hand and saying these tight ends are almost like bona fide receivers, big receivers. They show you right there. When they can be powerful blockers, it can make a huge difference in a run game.
Lawrence with it on first. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Hey, Lion. Here we go.
ETN can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Thankfully, not a big loss last play. They're at the 2, 2nd and goal.
All right, let's go.
They go to him again, and they will stop him at the line on what proves to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll have some time to prepare for 3rd and goal. We're at the end of our 3rd quarter. It's Jaguars football. They trail, but it's still within reach. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal.
Hey, go.
Now here he goes on the boot. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and lead teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. He will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars take a fourth quarter lead. Is to go up by a field goal here in the fourth. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Jaguars push their lead to 3. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And this won't have the juice to reach the landing zone, so some great field position coming up for this offense at the 40-yard line. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Well, more often than not, it's a passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
On the counter, McCaffrey. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You know why baseball coaches are called managers, Kate? Because they got to manage a lot of situations. And I've realized over time, and talking to them, they love taking a situation, a game moment, and making it a team topic. That play, or that corner right there, I know this is a head football coach, not a head football manager, but he's going to take that play, he's going to illuminate it to his team and show the fearlessness of his corner making that tackle.
Third and just 2 to go.
Get set. Look, 18. Watch out.
On third and short, McCaffrey. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love third down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down and they want the ball, but a third down run for a first down.
On him quick, and they bring him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
At the 43-yard line.
Here's Purdy to throw. Now trying to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
McCaffrey on third down. They're going to get him again. A couple of stops now, Brock, they've made behind the line. They're going to force fourth down.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
68-yard attempt.
He didn't get enough into it, so it just comes down shy of the crossbar. And they are unable to tie up this contest.
Kate, he's going to need a lot of support from his teammates after that one because he knows it. Everybody knows it. The game may have rested on that try, and that'll be one that's tough not to dwell on.
Here's ETN on first down. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Lisa 24.
Lawrence now off the play action. He beams one deep right side. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
On red. Hey, Ginger. 13, Lou. right, here we go. Done.
To the air on 3rd and long. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4.
Red on red. Here we go.
Off the play action, it's Lawrence. Looking Myers, and he's got it. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside. Look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helped set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. They'll run. ETN. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Rip, 23.
Motioning Washington right. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Across the line, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars make it a 9-point advantage. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Rindo to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10.
Outside. 22.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that gives the 49ers the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Outside. 18. Watch out. Hot.
Now a give. It's McCaffrey headed right. Give him about 3 on that 1st down carry.
A couple are happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Yet again, he finds Kittle. Escapes the defender. Racing down the left side. And he's going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. George Kittle, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level, because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Raleigh set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. This is Allen to return. And he's out of bounds up across the 25. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10.
Hey, run.
Here's ETN to begin the drive. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's second down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. As for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Now Lawrence on the play fake. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. They get 37 on the play. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Now a carry by ETN. And he gets a few on the punch forward.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
On second down, it's ETN. And this is going to be just what this defense ordered. A great play to back these guys up, shift the momentum a little here in the 4th.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, go! Hey, Soko.
Motion a receiver left. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Jaguars only up by a few. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
Hey!
He's back to throw. Throwing for the back of the end zone. And he makes the catch, but he will not get the feet down. Oh, block. That could have been a highlight reel touchdown. Instead, just an incompletion. Cam Little now in a high-pressure spot. On the left hash, this is from 47. This one's not looking good, and it won't be. Short and too far left. And their lead will remain unchanged in the 4th.
Surely not something they're too pleased about down on the field. But, Kate, with that miss, we got a lot of juice. We got an opportunity here to see a field goal and a chance to take this game to overtime.
Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. Nearly starts the drive with a first down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9. 49ers moving quickly, trying to get their offense to the line.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
He'll look to throw it. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
And the 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. He's dropped a big stop in a big moment there, Brock. They could not afford to lose yards there. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first.
Get set!
Back to throw. Setting up the running back screen. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
With that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
We look underneath here. Robinson. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that means it'll be first down San Francisco.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Get set! 18!
Here's Robinson up the middle. So call it a half dozen on that run block. It's 2nd down. San Francisco calls it 2nd timeout. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. Last run got them 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Setting up to pass. This one's caught. And he's going to be dropped with a big hit at the end of that. The effort still sets him up with a first and goal.
7-yard gain.
53.
That's another.
Here's Robinson. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3. Running clock adding a sense of urgency to these proceedings.
A 4-yard gain. Brings up
Here he is to throw. And this is incomplete. Could have been a touchdown, but all it is now is a third down.
I just hate that. I just hate to see that. Everything on the play was done so well. Everybody did their job. But you got to finish. You don't get many chances to make that type of play for your team. Got to come through on that touchdown.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for third and goal.
Get set. Get set. 18. 18.
Garindo. And he's not going to get in. Another stand defensively. And they've made it fourth and goal. Clock is at 3 seconds, and we've got a timeout because 3 points is all that's needed to force that overtime frame. A big moment coming up for Eddie Pinheiro on this attempt. This just 21 yards down the pipe. Looking good, and it's through. And in the final moments, they force overtime.
Overtime rested on his leg, Kate, and he got the job done. And now, well, things go a specific way in OT. The next time we see him line up, it could be for the game winner.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. This is Allen to return. Oh, he put it in the spin cycle. And that return comes to a close, which means buckle up, everybody. We've got some extra football on the way. Man, this has been such a great game. Nobody is ready for it to end just yet. After 4 quarters, we're headed to overtime. Conclusion will be just as exciting as our opening 4 quarters. The kick is away here in overtime. Tootin now on the return. Showing a little burst so far. And they'll be looking at some decent field position. He's out of bounds up towards the 35. First down now, ball at the 33.
Hey, easy. Route. Son, it's on time. Think right.
Counter give to ETN. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. You know, not much to be had on that first down, Brock. First couple of plays of overtime. How do you approach things?
SOS. And I'm not talking desperation. I'm talking about stay on schedule.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
Tomato.
Lawrence working from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender right at the exact same time there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
And he's off the mark there. Too far behind to adjust. That brings up 4th down.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
He throws a bullet to the center of the field. And this one's incomplete. That could be the shift, Brock, that decides this game. They turn it over on downs to begin overtime.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge next time the ball comes his way.
And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Lockett isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it'll be third down coming up after this defense's third sack of the game.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the first down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
On third down, Purdy. Short pass brought in. Kicks away from one. And this is going to get them all the way into the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. They got 21 yards on the play. And that gives the 49ers the first.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Get set, get set. Watch out.
Robinson on the inside give. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
That's what I call a rhythm starter right there. The offenses love execution and plays like that on 1st down, Kate, because now that playbook is wide open. All options on the table for 2nd down.
No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
Going run again with McCaffrey. It's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
Right here, Kate, this is where I'd love to see a team go no huddle. You just ripped off a great run. Momentum changing right now. Get back to the line and don't let that defense breathe.
They've got 3 tight ends on this 1st and goal, thinking run or play action. McCaffrey trying to punch it in, and he's in for the touchdown. The 49ers claim a 6-point lead. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. His 3rd total score in this game. So the 49ers earn the win in this one. And it took some extra effort, Brock, some bonus football before they were finally able to separate from the opposition and earn that hard-fought victory. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the 49ers, as we'll see you next time from Santa Clara.